90.1 FM, that the news brief. Plain thank you to Sonia Bell for the news brief. I'm on. Well, from we news when we come back na Studio One, and now is a time for let we bring you the program. We go back to Studio Two and bring you the program midday show. Stay tuned.
Good day and welcome to the program Midday Show, where we come to you from the Society for Radio Democracy 98.1 FM. We semi-studio on the internet on www.radiodemocracy.sl, and we will bring control on this one from Bull and I'm Jaffermans Davis. I call time inside the program, we get plenty news, information, newspaper headline, entertainment. So that would be for the next 1 hour inside the program Midday Show. And to use way the get from wherever you get from members say cable for use the number 077981981, the number again 077981981 for the voice to the program, or you can join the conversation social media platform on Facebook and on YouTube. Also you can get the opportunity also for use the comment section for ask questions or make your point. Now the different thing they will look at inside this edition of the program Midday Show. Inside today, an edition of the program, we get two interesting topics that we'll look at. First off, they look at Fobe College 200 years anniversary, and for Cairo, we talk more about this. Today, we're in the studio with Hassan Omolaja, we na co-chair bicentenary fundraising committee Fobe College. Good afternoon and welcome to this edition of the program.
Thank you very much, and good afternoon to all the listeners out there and to you presenter as well.
Yes, plenty thank you for joining today inside this edition. Also, Fambul, on the other side of the studio, we get senior nurse, senior nurse specialist Beatrice White-Tommy, and in a senior principal public health sister, now the national focal person for obstetric fistula. And today, it is for tell you more about International Day for End Obstetric. Good afternoon. And welcome to this edition of the program. Yes, plenty thank you for joining me today inside this edition. And inside this edition of the program, we start for look at issue them before we can start the discussion proper one. But first we'll go inside the Minister of Planning and Economic Development, Kenya Bale, say the meeting where they get for SECA the public investment program. Now for look the guideline, project them where the ministry don't implement and do the best recommendation from the project implementation. Kenya Ballet talk this way, the Ministry of Planning and Economic Development go to the launching of the Technical Investment Committee. Also, plenty ministry, agency, and other government officials them been there together. We report Alfred Jana been put this report together and go now report.
The Ministry of Planning and Economic Development, a government body responsible for national planning, policy coordination, and development strategy. As government may make different nominations for ministry, them, department, and agency for serve technical investment committee. This committee responsible for appraise project them, program for selection, and review the stock of existing public investment program for effective streamlined portfolio. Thursday, May 21 this year, the Ministry of Planning and Economic Development go pull technical investment committee na do. It go give strength to public investment governance. The financial secretary na the Ministry of Finance, Matudinji, explain wetin na the role of the committee where them don't set up.
Technical Investment Committee, and the role of this committee is to see how to identify this project, what's the scope of this project, and what's the cost of investing this project, but most importantly, how this committee can recommend to government what financing options are there for government to utilize in the implementation of this project. So this committee, once they conclude their work, they will pass it on to an interministerial committee, which is a subcommittee of cabinet, and then they will take a decision as to which set of projects will finally be adopted by government for implementation, and then pass it on out to the Minister of Finance to incorporate in the budget that the minister will take to Parliament for approval.
Inside in your talk, the Minister of Planning and Economic Development, Kenya Ballet, explain what are the purpose of the meeting.
Public investment program. This na the money where we dey spend on development projects then na salon. Now in the past, waiting don't they happen, we go put projects na the budget where at times the money no go do, we not done the projects, then they overrun now into the next year, they're not done, then we get for spend more money for these old projects, so we not get money for new projects, then at the same time the money limited for recurrent expenditure for their other expenditures where the government get for pay every year.
Kenya Ballet talk about the reason why then decide for set up this committee.
So this meeting, we look this as a government and say, no, we get to do something about this situation. So what we decide to do is we set up 3 committees. Technical committee where they look into this situation, where they escalate then report to ministerial committee where we serve as ministers, they discuss them findings and recommendations, and then it go to a presidential steering committee where the final decision don't take. So this meeting now the first meeting of the technical committee for look at the guidelines, how they work, and then look at the projects where we get and see within the framework I don't tell you, see how they can make the best recommendation for government as to which project we for complete, we start, or include new projects.
Kenya Ballet end up for say this committee where they don't set up go help government push them work go before for the society for radio democracy. Mina Alfrejana the report.
The program midday show they continue inside the program. We still get studio guests there with we get the co-chair for the bicentenary fundraising committee for Fabe College with Hassan Omolaja and Ide with we today. Also we get senior specialist Beatrice Tommy we a nurse we who can tell you more about obstetric fistula and in the work for coordinating obstetric fistula na the country. So we will tell you more on that one day. But first off, we will start with the person from the Fabe College by Centenary, fundraising committee. Again, good afternoon and welcome to this edition of the program.
Good afternoon, Family and Hassan Olaja. Again, yes.
Yes. Now we'll start for the background, but Fabe College, how Fabe College come about? Give me a background, but this institution, where many people know about as the Athens of West Africa. I get a lot of names and a lot of impact in the contribution of education in Africa and West Africa to be specific. But a background where people can able to digest quick when you talk about Fabe College.
Okay, quick one. Fabe College, now an institution set up by the CMS, the Anglican missionaries then they want a place for train them priests them. So they set up Fabe College in the year 1827, which means next year we celebrate 200 years. As you self know, first 10 people they can't Timbuktu for study, but that collapsed. Boyan are mainly Arabic, so we want English speaking country for set up an institution we go train priests them for serve the region. So now the oldest institution of higher learning in Africa south of the Sahara. We all know that. And as you say, the Athens of West Africa, indeed, because they may consider the place where people can obtain education, the citadel of learning. Say Athens was perceived to be the highest place for legal education and any kind of discipline in those days. When they set up Fabe College, as you self know, the first registered student was a guy called Samuel Ajayi Crowther. And indeed, he was trained as a priest. And he served the purpose for which they trained him. He go back to Nigeria after training, and he became the first bishop in this part of the world, now the Niger area. He go and Christianity go translate the Bible into Yoruba, for example, and Afrobeat College product. And not only that, even in deputy James Johnson, he said Afrobeat College trainer. He said go again, he succeeded. And he said now he succeeded in fact by Ajayi Crowther for becoming bishop of the Niger. So you see, we train a lot of priests them. They are very interesting and important personalities. They don't come on at this college here. If we continue for name names as the program they go on, you go ask me, I will go for tell you. Sierra Leone, FBC don't train so many people them, not the region. But if you go to Nigeria, you don't able to have what they call Fela Kuti. In Papa Oludotu and some Kuti attended Fabe College. And we go back to Nigeria, he set up Abeokuta Grammar School. He was the principal and Ijebode Grammar School. So such great people in common here. We'll get a list of them.
Yes, so we talk about Bishop Ajayi Crowther and the first bishop. Was it that before this term, Fabe College now being that kind of religious school?
Yes, indeed. It was set up to train priests, missionaries, not Christian missionary society.
How move from that trend to all other disciplines?
Obviously, they say with transformation. They set them up for trained priests. But as the years they go by, we forget the way they see it wider. It become wider. For example, in 1845, the then governor who laid the foundation stone for that place who get right now Don Watakianda. That's now William Ferguson, sorry. Now he's laid a foundation stone there. So obviously, where the college they go, we get to introduce new disciplines them. So move from there, from missionaries, we begin get people who they can begin to get academics them. We go and teaching business them all over. I can give you names of people that can study down in again for big college, then go become big people them. Now the country. There is one particular man again, we talk about Nigeria. Let me just say Ibadan, one big city in Nigeria. The first indigenous person from Ibadan will get degree na Fabe College come out. And the first indigenous of Ibadan forget a university degree. In name Alex Akinyele. Where he go help for form a secondary school inside Ibadan, where he became the principal, I think around about 1913 or thereabout. Later on, this same man became the first indigenous vice chancellor of University of Ibadan. All of these people were trained in Nigeria, in Sierra Leone, Fabe College. You see? So indeed, yes, Fabe College has done quite a lot. Not only in Nigeria, if you go Ghana, safe.
Gambia.
Yeah, the Gambians or Dandi, yes, of course. You go Ghana, Cecily Hereford, Kojo Botio.
So from that end, where the establishment and how they move towards other discipline for beginning. How you don't tell like I could describe the journey of Fabric College to now.
Well, the journey has been a difficult one. Not entirely of our own making, but you know the trends in the world. Some think in the way the economy of nations they can go up, other they can go down. But you know, say we self don't get we own challenges, we don't get the war. Fabric College was growing, but I can Yusuf will even attest to the fact say the war affect all manner of this country, even in the region. So we dey get challenges there now. Yes, we have a lot of challenges. When I make, in fact, these 200 years here, we can celebrate. So we get a series of projects with the bicentenary committee don't set up. Way for help with. We need, for example, for improve the water situation, which is dire.
We will come into all of the projects then, but quickly before we come and talk to senior specialist Beatrice Tommy, you mentioned about the salon being in Athens of West Africa, also the first students, Ajay Crowder, going into Nigeria and things like that. How the relationship with salon in Nigeria or other country then, how important and how it turned like up to now in the sense of education with regards to Fabric College?
Well, in the wider field of international relations, Sierra Leone and Nigeria get a very good bilateral relationship, very good one. We'll get a big Nigerian community in Sierra Leone up till now. I mean, similarly, we get a Sierra Leone community in Nigeria. Then they call them the Saro of Nigeria. In fact, me now one person in Africa always talk, and if you go now, we own family house in Nigeria. He goes, he say the only two languages where they talk there, na Creole and Yoruba. Na Creole they talk there. We get a good entire relationship. My dad came here. He joined the police force and so on. We get very good relationship. Likewise again with the Ghanaians. I was talking earlier about says the Hereford, the leading nationalist educationist in Ghana. In Fabric College, Kojobotio. If you go Liberia again, Arthur Barclay, who later became the 15th president of Liberia, and Sierra Leone in Sefaten, go Gambia. So we get good relationship with the countries then. Even the South Africans during the struggle, they send people in where they fought the liberation war. You get the Zimbabweans and South Africans, Namibians, they all came to this country. So all of them go to, and I believe we'll get very good relationship with Dande, and government level, and to all the CM anyway.
Okay, continue for stay with we will come back with the look at Fabric College and the impact on Nigeria and also how this relationship is important for how the Nigerian connection also for play their own part for contributes to this bicentenary celebration with the college they get. This time we'll turn our attention to senior specialist Beatrice Tommy. We a coordinating nurse for obstetric fistula in the country. Again, good afternoon and welcome to this edition of the program.
Good afternoon, my dear, and good afternoon, everybody.
Yes, yes. Tell us more bit about who that's now Beatrice Tommy in the health sector.
Mina Beatrice Tommy, a senior nurse specialist attached to the reproductive health program under the Ministry of Health. Now, me they coordinate this born picking condition we kill woman then when they call obstetric fistula. So now me own work so far na the ministry for now.
How long you done in the health sector, and what do you think say now your impact at the sector too because of
as a nurse? I don't be nurse way back in the 80s. I don't serve the Ministry of Health. I mean 37 years don't pass, but we don't dey. I start as RN nurse. I do midwifery, then later I switch to public health. As public health, I don't work at the districts then as district health sister. Say I can't free on now. I then at the reproductive health program, they handle sexual reproductive health activities. Yanda now they deal with family planning, they deal with all maternal activities then. At that program we did, I do with it. But currently in the program, I coordinate obstetric fistula.
Yes, in a term or in present society at the different side that we don't do. What are the impact or what are the things that we don't change as to how you be meet them and where you did the waiting change?
Fine. As a midwife, I work na PCM. I help for save life. Koyanda purely with the bill with Belle woman. They come, or can born, or you don't get belle from clinic, we go for monitor am, we take care of her, we ensure say it gets safe pregnancy. Then when we come up na the labor ward, we ensure say that woman gets safe labor, e go through delivery, e born in pikin well and go back home. Then you come to the postnatal ward, then one week born we get for wash them small. The couple Sunday born no more you send and go away. Get for observer, you see and say fit for go home and go manage in pikin. For that, I help for save a lot of lives and for improve the health of women. So when I go into public health, then I'm purely primary health care, we are the preventive aspects. I don't work na Bond district, Mayamba district, Bombali district, and currently in SRH, na the entire country, because I don't mentor a lot of colleagues. They go back and mentor the young one where they come, impact knowledge, we dey facilitate trainings, supervise the service delivery for quality care. Then now I ensure say we restore the dignity of the women dem. Then with mama, with sister, with pikin them, we don't get problem and born picking business. Because fistula, obstetric fistula, it dey affect woman where they go born. But boku reason they will make that can happen.
Okay, now we'll talk about this thing with the fistula way that you main focus. You say you don't build strength over time.
Yeah.
What's an obstetric fistula?
Fine. Fistula as a whole, na whole. Fistula of itself na whole. But for that, I will tell you the how they talk about, na the how they occur and born picking business. Which man say obstetric fistula. This obstetric fistula, it can occur when woman get belle, where the belle out for born, when not able born on time, but putting can happen. How? That woman in belle had for long, and that baby not able go through labor within the period of time, it get stuck. Who say it get stuck? Either a press on the bladder, when at the piece blind, or a press on the vagina or the rectum, who say the toilet today. So if that baby press on them for over hours, until I say 12 hours, 24 hours, and that area there, na soft tissue there. So they get blood supply. So because they apply pressure and against the organ, they lost blood supply. So when he lost blood supply, with the older baby don't apply pressure, they rot in because they get blood supply. So when they take the baby, they form big hole. It just like when they take hot goose, you put up and close. As you hear, the closing cannot the left and the iron. That hole now so they left open. So now so the organ and parts where the baby go rest for so long where they lost blood supply. When they remove the baby, the dead cells they come out. They rot in, we say necrotic. They come out. So they turn big hole. If now the blood are no more as it drink water, because not recover again. It just they pass when no fit for wet. Yanda back if you extend to the rectum, we say the toilet is store, where they don't open, as it eats, toilets they come on. And not only that natural one, where they get splinters, the way they lock the domot for tell you when you get the urge for wet, when you get the urge for toilet. So not so that if you don't affect say even any part, as you go inside don't come out. So that's the affect the woman, where you go find it difficult for them in society. But waiting more can cause them here. People then where they get belle, they supposed for can hospital. Because when you can hospital call antenatal care, now they can check your general fitness. One, if you're not woman, we're able born picking for yourself. If that baby too big, then go know. If that passage is not aligned well, then go know. If not too big baby, then they are not big baby, you know able born. Or this woman not healthy. They get pressure. This woman in nutrition status poor, not really physically strong enough for push. Then can advise. You can hospital, they monitor you, they see that you born on time. Most times na CS. But what can happen? People then can get belle and not can hospital. So if you not can hospital, you sit down, say belle at. By the time you go hard until then a village when a 4, 5, 10, 20 miles for like kind of big hospital. By the time they can, the baby don't stop. And when he stuck, If na the face e don go with the press, the baby kin die na the belle. So that I no get no strength again for move. E just dey go rest some side. And who side go link where e rest, na im dey rot ten all. Wetin back in cause am? Then we pikin dem wey dey go school. They no dey do for born pikin, then they go get belle. And when you get belle wey you no fully mature, the reproductive organs they not fully mature for function well, they can get the obstruction. Then that will pikin they left underage. Then parents they give their hand in marriage. Most of them pikin when they don't go married, wetin na the next thing? Now forget belle. You get belle if you not be fully mature, strong enough, forget for let born. Then sometimes you go there, you never can clinic for let they assess you well, for see if you go born by yourself, then probably I will call. Then someday when they left small, then go put them pamundo. Sometimes who say all they don't go pull, what's in the pool, it form scar. And when it forms scar, it not a stretch. All that can cause obstruction. Then there are times during operation, accident can happen when maybe the bladder go both small or rectum, instrument can touch am. That self can be. So not to one side on this way, but the major one na obstructed labor. That labor don't obstruct, baby don't prolong, na the birth canal, who say rest, it don't lost life, it don't helpless, it don't lost strength. Who say go link, blood supply cut off, they rotten.
So apart from the instance there where you do, where you just mention about whether or not they go hospital, the one the way they born quick, the one who they give early to marry and things like that. You get something where you they eat, exercise where you they do, or habit where woman they get where can make, because of them thing and they can put you into this situation.
Not to see where they eat, because belle woman will get belle. If for eat well, for let get stamina, because the baby wey inside your belly, it depends on you what you dey eat. So not to eat. The whole thing is we are human beings. God they make we for a particular purpose. Some people then they are making they look a bit beautiful. So that make we the advocates where woman get belly before can clinic. Now another they can go on. Where they help you the belly woman and the health service provider for let we align well so that we will end up forget mama and pikin alive with no bad injury.
Continue for still 3. That's the senior specialist nurse Beatrice Tommy. Video 3 in a coordinating obstetric fistula nurse and they in charge of that one in the country. But the program midday show they continue, and inside the program now we turn from the studio clock 12:29. We'll pause for a short while, take this break. When we come back, we'll come and look at some of the projects that we the Fabric College Bicentenary Fundraising Committee don't put in place and how they want to make this one grand. Plus also when it comes to the obstetric fistula on the International Day for End Fistula, we'll look at the current status of this condition in the country and what government don't they do and how the international goal align with national practice them in the country. The program midday show they continue. We'll take this break.
We country slow, we want for no, why not they grow? Yeah, we want for no, Wait make we country they go slow, wait make it all they grow. Yes, so I can for sure. Yes, I can for sure them thing them way they make we know they grow. Say now we they like one. If I they try for go before, I beg do ya not make us slow? No. If I try for raise the tempo, do ya not make them low? Yes, so if I try for go before, I beg do ya not make us slow? No. If I try for raise the tempo, do ya not make them low? Yes, so before they do them thing Tina we go make we gladdy, Tina we go make we happy, Tina we go make we country laddie daddy. So we go live in unity. Yes, so we for the do them thing then. Tina we go make we gladdy, Tina we go make we happy, Tina we go make we country laddie daddy. So we go live in harmony. Yes, so don't we for do them thing then. Tina we go make we smarter, Tina we go make we stronger, Tina we go make we nation last much longer. So we life them go better. Yes, so cause we for left them thing then. Tina we go make we scatter, Tina we go bring palava, Tina we go make we nation where Panambara, make we people scatter.
The program, they show, they continue, and inside the program, they continue for look at more and more issues. This time, they go for look at issue na the program, and not forget this edition of the program. You can able for using number 077 981 981. The number again 077 981 981 for the voice to the different thing that we look at inside this edition. Now we continue to look at more issues. We go side as one pound the flag bearer aspirant them for the All People's Congress Party, Mohammed Omodu Kamara, where people can call Jagaban, don't support 20 people for Go Hajj and Chef give $500 each as pocket money. Make the spokesperson for Jagaban campaign, Saidu Jibril Abuzom Kamara, say this is part of Jagaban in commitment for make Muslim them perform one pound the 5 pillar of Islam when a Hajj. We report Akarifa to Conte, get more and go now report.
The guy God said Nabila Ibrahim from Namrud, that God said this man, Mashallah, Jagaban, that God put an end.
That's na voice of some people been a pray for one flag bearer aspirant na the All People's Congress Party, Mohammed Omodu Kamara, where people they call Jagaban, for sake away don't support them, for go perform one pan the pillar of Islam when a Hajj. And this support na one way in give to imam them and other people in all the districts in the country. The national spokesman for Jagaban campaign, Saidu Jibril Abuzom Kamara, talk more about this.
Officially for can say farewell to the people them way Jagaban wholly and solely sponsor, then skip to the holy land of Mecca for go perform one of the religious rites them na the Islamic 5 pillars way na Hajj. We want to appreciate them in that direction that able for look at Sierra Leone and say God give the provision for let able for pay for people and for let them go perform this sacred pilgrimage way them want for go.
Saidu Jibril Abuzom Kamara continue say Jagaban supports 20 people and for go Hajj and self give $500 each as pocket money to them people
It take care of 20 people we personally now pay for them, and each one they carry a pocket money of $500. Then they go perform the Hajj this year. Well, this has nothing to do with his political ambition because most of them people here so where they go. This not to politicians them. Now people where they serve as imams and other people within them district level. And they are people all walks of life, police officers, different people. Then they will look at where now they don't time this for let them go.
But waiting this mean for people where benefits by this support where Jagaban don't give for go perform Hajj na Mecca. They explain.
Sheikh Abdurazak Senge. Alhamdulillah, we want to say thanks and appreciation firstly to God Almighty and to the great leader in waiting, the president who all the way for Alhaji Sheikh Mohammed Omodu Kamara for this gracious opportunity. We give the Sierra Leonean people from across the regions of the country and the 16 political districts. Follow we go perform with Hajj this year 2026. Very comfortable and very happy with this kind of gesture because they not easily they happen from a single-handed pocket.
This journey, it means a great to me a lot. And the one way make this suburb for we from now take this journey here. And now we pray for them, waiting they ask God for, let God give.
Adama Kamara, Deputy District Secretary, Moyamba. It really mean a lot to me because I appreciate Jagaban so much. Because really, we don't yarn for this thing, but we not been get the opportunity. In where come, look who's at the other corner. He go pick me up, he say I for go Hajj. Wallahi, he don't do great thing for me.
Then people here end up tell thank you to Jagaban for this support and self-assure say then go pray for their peace and development then a salon for ready democracy. Mina Karifa to counter the report.
Well, from that report today, the program midday show they continue. We come to Hassan Omo Laja in the co-chair for Bicentenary Fundraising Committee for the Fabric College University as they prepare to celebrate 200th anniversary. Just before we talk to senior specialist nurse Tommy, we're going to talk about the relationship with Sharon and Nigeria. How that relationship they impactful towards this bicentenary anniversary so far, or what's a Nigerian contribution, particularly students who attend the Fabric College?
Well, actually, we don't set up a Nigerian wing of the fundraising committee where they target the descendants of people that will attend Fabric College. You said no, say the one in the Boko if they don't die now. Ajay Crowder, of course, is no more, but we get in descendants them. We get people like Chief Sam Bakwe, when a former governor of Imo State. We get Chief Michael Ajasin in people them, when a former governor of Ondo State in Nigeria. We get Chief Dr. Christopher Kolade, when I've been Nigerian Commissioner to the United Kingdom, one of the leading entrepreneurs in Nigeria, in people them. So we target them one in the one they will not know, we still look out for them. I mean, they talked earlier about a man like Alex Akinyele. But if we go now, we go find people in our CMS Grammar School. CMS Grammar School is the first secondary school in the whole of Nigeria. The man who found that school, Babington Macaulay, was trained at Fabric College. He said, go he set up that school day. He produced some of the greatest Nigerians than ever. Malek Habat Macaulay, the nationalist leaders then, and the first president of independent Nigeria, Nnamdi Azikiwe. You understand there? Now that school they attend. The school was founded by somebody coming from Fabric College. So they actually try for China, but not to end with the base we appeal towards. I tell you about the Ghanaians, we get the Liberians them, but even inward, internally, we young people in Australia, what you say is, not to all thing government for do for we. And as a university, yes, government they do them best. But we self, we don't attend for a big college. We say we young people they don't attend for a big college. We other family them. Let us self try to do something. This one I was just saying, let us follow the example of others. Others like Mohammed Babatunde Cole, where the Lyonko, a man we attend for a big college, and he see and fit say, if we contribute back to that university, he donates a building with millions of dollars, engineering faculty. We did it right now. I know say others in the key, we now learn and talk about them. But they will try for B like the one in day. You can help. We set up an endowment fund. We go up for give scholarship to students them, less privileged students them, or even for lecturers them, for do research. Let us not give up and say, oh, all thing na government. You can start in your own little way. Even if you do something, you go say, okay, well, let us sponsor even one classroom. Or let buy computer equipment them. Or let buy instruments them for let them use them. Now the engineering faculty, or even the science lab, or you can even buy books. You donate them to the library. All of these things, there's a little drop of water makes a mighty ocean. Okay? Or a journey of 1,000 miles starts with the single step. Let us try for do anything in the let us have the commit. Okay? Buy equipment then. If you're out and you know somebody will attend for a big college, try for talk to them. But in the interim, because of that, just outline some of the projects they will get for now.
Oh, so when are this 200th anniversary?
Now next year. Let's say for big college now 18th of February.
So ahead of this next year, this committee, what are the vision we envision for the college?
Okay, we get for improve. There are a lot of challenges facing the college now.
Waiting.
We get, for example, the water situation. For Memi Day for big college, we always get water challenges. You know, the man there, you go say something that can be a one thing. But when you consider the ladies them, you know, Latiaid and Beethoven, we not for allow them things in there because sometimes it leads to indignities, you know. So they try for improve on the dam, forget a water, you know, a better water supply system where go serve the entire campus. It's a shame say you can go to that college at 30 day, you go to some halls them water no dey na the bathroom then. It don't be to we all. Who did not block G, water short pass with the wrong go, don't block A for goers. That's what the two my lines where you go up soap my head. You come out for such company go, instead where you go into your body. That for be a thing of the past now. So now all of them say they want for address. We get again the lighting system at the campus. We don't start a solar program and we need more support for do that, okay? And you said don't go, you go see some lecture halls them. Where sometimes 100 people then go there now one game class or even more than 100 safe. So if we get somebody who will come, he say, I'm going to do a multi-purpose building. We'll get lecture hall, we'll get different classrooms them and things like that. Those are all the areas we try for address. Then the beautification of the campus. You said they go there again, you can see all the place and all paint, boku things them. You know, fine. And you know, no wait, say pass, Papa government come for can't do this for we self can do that day. Then, of course, the monuments on campus by the special grace of God, one big company in the country, when Africa they don't say, then they watch it and they forget a monument. We go to a campus, we go say 200 years. Now this one come to do for we go be Africell. Then again, I don't know if you una there on anybody, the thief food and the thief the land, encroachment of land. Football college a massive place. They don't encroach our place. They say we need perimeter fencing for fence that whole place there, so we will stop the look the road again. They will cut them, they get accident in that place, they bang picking them. Posting for caution and the most difficult thing. So why improve that road there? Then I talked earlier about the endowment. Una second gain or whichever you go, they will keep them for use for improve the university.
So as a committee, when I get part of on a plan day, because if you look at it, almost all the one that we hold office, like governance, on the area that we on our one for strengthening at the college, almost all of them, if not 100%, but at least 65 to 75%, they almost all attend Fabric College, maybe even the president. So when I don't get the initiative, say we need for the begin to ministry to ministry visit depending on the needs of the college.
Well, the needs of the college and the needs of the country are two different things. Although sideway they will come into, they can meet up.
Well, I say not just about maybe the needs or waiting, but as a very old students, where sometimes like we come to ready democracy. So, apart from this media waiting, even though this self will be part of my own small contribution, but you don't come at my office and I don't play my own role. So if you go to any other person in the office, about that 100 or 200 you will get, it will make a plus because when I want to do something when you self left in a bad condition.
Well, as I say, what I want for talk is these people they talk to will go college together as individuals. They say they contribute, then they help. But as a government functionary, we're not going to say, let we go take, for example, the ministry, whatever. No way. No. But what they do is we try to appeal to them. Yes, indeed. Now, all students of Fabric College, themselves then get them within their conscience and their mind say, therefore help Fabric College. And they are in there only to waste them. But the country challenges is Boku. We know say na Fabric College no more than will come because this minister and Amengo College, I can call so many ministers then we in Nami College meets them. You know, I can say the Minister of Basic and Senior Secondary Education, Trade, and say Financial Secretary them, but they are performing a governmental role. But would they appeal to them privately? Would they appeal to them privately for let them able to assist we? And indeed, privately, they are assisting us. Where they can use their offices as long as we don't expect them to go overboard.
Maybe for advice in like we don't need water, how we can get them at a better way.
Well, that's why we are actually going for this project because we're not going to say, let's say for example, one particular community down there, they not get water for how long. Then at the line, the number one forget them. For the college can now, I say, the Minister of Environment and Sanitation and Mipadi and we will collect for it. No,
how possible they will be part of this fundraising or support?
Thank you very much. For example, tomorrow we'll get the big float parade where they start now the old FBC, the end Shaka Stevie Stadium. That is a big thing. Now they use for publicize this bicentenary. You're all expected. You again, as an alumnus of the college, would expect you for the day. The packages are not very expensive, just 500 leons. You get a T-shirt, you get a cap, you get a bumper sticker. So I expect, say, sometime I'll get your number now for send one package to you and anybody else will go for the college in a year. But yes, but there are other things then. For example, they have to do an Africana night. We do a beach fiesta, jamboree. We get a grand dinner and dance. We all na fundraising measures them. We get a national awareness week. What they expect, say people don't go buy t-shirts. Now this country, we go wear them for say Radio Democracy 98.1 support FBC at 200. We expect say una go help with Panande, una buy for una staff them. All of that, the funds so they get, we go channel them, put on one side like one pot for help for improve the university. Where government say we say as an alumni association, they do them kind of thing there. They say go be happy for contribute more for help the university. But there have been a lot of other improvements.
Also, again, this committee, when it comes to issues on accountability, because many a time, even in governance and things like that, they get the audit report. There has been questions and every other thing when it comes to accountability. How accountable this committee day for make sure say every pin be accounted for and you go on the right side for ladies you get good run for the money.
Well, 200 years of leadership, the need for reposition the university. Repositioning, which means again, you get for make sure transparency and accountability now. Very good. May they head the fundraising committee, but not to mean the auditor or so on. But there will be a body appointed for that because obviously money they come inside it. But we'll get a committee, bicentenary committee, where the chairperson, now Professor Aisha Fofana Ibrahim, we'll get different committees then for address different areas then. So we get, for example, the diaspora committee, merchandising committee. So if you watch my paper, then this yourself, the merchandising committee don't put out a bid for the production and supply of t-shirts, caps, memorabilia, things like that. So I believe, say, will be held accountable. The vice chancellor and principal is overseeing all of this. So are all the DVCs of all the constituent colleges. We'll make sure, say, that could be done. Yes, it's a very good question and one that will be taken care of.
Okay. Continue for still to inside the program. Nurse Beatrice, you don't be quiet for a while. For now, take me through the status of this condition in the country of obstetric fistula. Is they on the rise or controllable or just seldomly we can get situation like that?
Well, the obstetric fistula, the fight for end them be done there on government be done they give services. Before the war we get hospital na Kennyman and Bold and PCM where they be done they handle, but we know the war come it devastates a lot of things. So in that entry about massive ship come in straight away then start for Duam and come then say the cost, I'm sure not the cost. So later Abadi be don't take the lead. So for years from 2008 onwards now Abadi be don't take the lead. Though we got other partners from West African Fistula Foundation then say be the help. But government see and say well body business, a government business. So if they go on at the country, if for arrange, let them take the lead, we see that this healthcare service if for be institutionalized. So that
so the condition, like the woman the way can go through the one a day. The number will boku.
Yes, of course, they don't they treat now they come. But the women they don't they give services to women. We self come in for let be done orderly. So that you go know really who said the woman they come out. Who they affect. How many people do affect? So that if we all they collaborate, we will able to know.
What did the data say?
Well, about the women, then be done they do all this while. They be say they don't do over the years up to 500 cases or more. We don't really get the data and then get her. Okay. Now we try for do research for actually know how many people affected. But from the time government take the lead, they make sure so we open operating theater and above hospital. We don't do up to 150 patients there. Last year alone, we do up to 2732 patients. Last year alone.
So-
This year self begin, we don't know about 10, and patients still they come. The good thing, why we know what assassin say be too plenty or not, now that we don't go in, from lessons learned, we don't know in 1 year, we don't see how many people come, the other year, I'd say we don't come to this year, people are coming. So now, according to waiting we dey put, the data we dey put together, now you know the guide we as every year go tell if they can them or not. And now they drive for the research.
So, the International Day for End Obstetric Fistula. Now when and what are the strategy towards that?
International Day for End Fistula na global program, because fistula and the fight as best as I can. We dey fight as best as we can for make obstetric fistula e really be eliminated na the country, even globally. Every effort and they do. So this year we team na her health is a right.
When are this day?
Invest in ending fistula and childbirth injury. Globally, the date na May 23rd. Past years, we use a sort of advocacy platform wherein we dey call stakeholders unto traditional leaders, the paramount chiefs. We dey invite key stakeholders, survivors, partners, we all dey come together. Show wetin we don do so far as partners, how far we don go with this journey of elimination. Then wetin our plan, wetin are the challenges. They will open door for donor support. So na a whole day program where we dey get key stakeholders. We call the one that we already involved, like this country woman business owner UNFPA don support all this while. Then they really give support for the woman and get life for live. This will body wey na we own right for let them make sure say it well. Then through them, they get for help resource fund from Iceland government. We don't support the government for take the lead and set up operating theatre na bow where operation don dey go on there and open a whole ward, the whole unit with basically inside the hospital, not to a vertical program or an integrated program. Then Bombali na McKinney himself we don try for establish operating theatre. Then with a ward, at least so they get them people here with them with they all on their own because of the condition, a devastating condition. And they make them shame. It can make them maintain privacy.
So Salon get infrastructure for meet towards the International Day for End
Obstetric fistula, of course, yes. Because
what are the targets?
One, we don't try forget a strategy because anything we do, you don't get anything where they guide you. You do a miss, you can fail. We develop a national strategy when at the roadmap we for follow for let we able to take care of obstetric fistula in the country. Because one thing with obstetric fistula, when really they deal with obstetric fistula, the focus number one is for be on the prevention aspects and the treatment aspect, because when you prevent her, it's curable as long as a government will put structures in place. And that make governments try as best as they can for establish health facilities all over the country, na communities then, so that when woman get belle, if will be well treated, at least if we get comprehensive obstetric care, quality care. So then train people them, well body work on them, but they able to deliver them service system. So that when woman one born, we say preconception care, it go can the care when necessary, so that when they say they get belle now, that belle for them is good foundation. They will get woman then train midwives, then train sachos. When then they help the doctor then all for do emergency obstetric CSM or even elective CS.
Okay.
So government don't put a lot of things in place. Now when you go now Bo government hospital, fistula patients go there, then we will admit you, feed you 3 times per day, then go able to take care of you as you reach, because they deal with more time in privacy. We call them dignity kits. We get night dress, we get soap, we get Vaseline, we get
if you want
clean,
for treatment,
we get
how long will it
towel.
take?
Well, when we can get a woman there, we dey make them kind of hospital. By the time some man they come, they look anemic. Some they come, they get malaria. Some get pneumonia, because the condition where they make them can abandon person. Then they stigmatize them. How more they pass the piece by himself, the toilet by himself. So they always in a corner. So the family can keep private. Let them full of them. When they see them, the full of them don't get them. Husband and they with them. Throughout, say then go back. So like we people them, then can just abandon them and say now which been do, and we been the on boat. I made this being they not to understand. Okay. So that one they end up. So they end up with a famous because they're in a crowd. Now
how long will it take from one activity? We'll not get better time again.
So now they try for explain. When they come, number one, they build them first up. The person no kind of anemic, or you see nutrition and status poor, then you can't go theater for go operator. So we can build them up small for let them fit for surgery. So after operation, then keep them in hospital like 2 weeks, some man 3 weeks. Some people then they maybe by the 1 week then pull the catheter, and they leak again, it don't dry up. But basically 21 days period, and then can get, but it can go beyond. Some can stay beyond. Some can stay within the 21 days. After surgery, then well, and get for go back, start life.
With this, in 1 minute, waiting at the message, waiting on a call.
We message for this year. Woman business, born picking business, man them very important. All sexual reproductive health activity we man them committed, man them involved, it dey be. Because why I say so, woman they want to get belle. Now woman and man they can't together belle they come out. And you the daddy where they born that picking, now you name me the carrier, now you know the head of family. Now you for ensure say that woman will get belle for can clinic. You know they feel where you get that emotional support, encourage them, protect treatment. And when you come, you go know waiting and waiting they do for that woman, and waiting for do for her. You get for give support for let it work. So if woman and they give man and they give support, so the woman get belle, then can clinic quick. We able to identify them for unforeseen conditions the way they come. Then woman then man they important because born pikin, they don't know where they want boku. You get for plan born pikin. So if they come, they get for no family planning, because you get for plan when for born pikin, how long it go take you born that, because that woman not to mind she na mother man. All way where God don't make we can go out of normal way for that bring mother man alive. Okay. We need time for let that woman get in well body back. Okay. So that if man and they give the support, this condition is easy. Then the other message that our community leaders then for ensure say woman get belle, then they get some bylaws where they make woman not for sit down belle, woman for go hospital. That bylaw day, woman not for born a house, where get belle for go hospital, because some born day then can see throughout. But where come from canal, other condition then can occur. Okay. But once inside hospital where you get quality EMOC services, it able for save life. Okay. Then so we government and partners, we need support. Fistula is expensive for manage, because I take pussy the feeder, you dey give all sorts of support for let getting dignity back, involve a lot. So now we appeal to the nation, don't know say they support the government for let woman then they alive, the woman they left for die and born picky business. Let them pay attention to fistula. Okay. Because we say admit pussy, you the feeder, you the mena, we need support.
Because we not get better time again, and let me come to the co-chair for the bicentenary fundraising committee. As we go, just round up in 1 minute so okay. We can end the program.
Actually, thank you very much. What I want to say is, this is not a call to action. The one will country. We don't talk about other regional. Now, na Salone, no village in this country will not get one FBC graduate. No district, no, they will not get them. So we call on everybody now. This let be a national call. Let we all take part in this thing. How can you help if we don't ask that today? Dear, una buy with t-shirt them, una buy the polo, una buy the cap, una buy the bumper sticker them, una talk to people about this thing. Then you will get small thing. No wait, say pass it boku. Dear, help for the college, do your own endowment, contribute to the fund, come out and support people of Africana Night, the big fiesta.
The endowment get a number, because you can send orange money or account to it.
Well, not yet, but the fundraising committee go put down the out in a way where they go do where yes, if possible want donate, we'll get an account now, okay, commercial bank. But in the meantime, for logo I get them projects there, we don't see where all them school they don't do them. Quick one, Pio don't do them, Gamma School don't do Albert Academy, Edwards, Convent, FSSG, they even get Tollgate, Annie Walsh, Both School, Koba, Kosa, Osasa, MOBA, MGHS, they don't do great things. When they see how people they follow up, then they round up for good support and school them. They are gonna do the same thing for Abbey College. Come out in full force.
Okay.
Support for Abbey College. Let this be a new chapter in the life of Abbey College. 200 years, not to 200 minutes. It's a big thing. It's a start of a new chapter. Let's position the university to meet the challenges of the next century. I thank you.
Okay, you said plenty thank you, joining today inside this edition, and also plenty thank you to senior nurse specialist Beatrice Tommy in a coordinating nurse for obstetric fistula in the country, and if you're there today for telling more but obstetric fistula and the International Day for End Fistula in the country. Well, Fambu, that's not been the focus of the discussion. For you will listen, plenty thank you, and safe to the one that we watch now we get the Democracy Facebook and YouTube page. When I say plenty thank you for being part of this edition. Me we bring Canto on this one, Fambu, me name na Jaffa Man Davis, but I'll be done to work closely with the technical post when a DJ Cap, so make gonna get to live from a different radio sets them. Mary Kamara Bango make gonna see we live on Facebook, and we producer at Theodore Arena. So to the next edition.